Hello everyone. What's up with my hair, dude? I'm like growing an afro. Um, so this video is gonna be called Discouragement. Um, as you guys know, I'm posting pretty much everything about my car right now. I got like a full week off. I'm trying to replace the clutch. And I'm somebody that gets extremely discouraged extremely easily. You know, I do my best to be a positive person, but I even have my problems, man. I don't even like being seen by people, being around people that I don't click with makes me nervous. Scott, Lorelai, Ken, all of them, I click with in some sort of way. Whether it's work ethic, doing your job the best way that you can, or somebody that always gives me the right advice, or, somebody that has knowledge about things that I didn't even know about. Dang. Anyways, I'm so discouraged right now. I've done everything to a T, and I've made sure to do everything right so I don't screw myself. And I'm at the point, let me just tell you where I'm at right now. There's three brackets that hold the transmission on, and there's about there's 9 bolts that you gotta remove to get those brackets off the transmission. And so far, I've disconnected all the wiring on the transmission. I've taken the whole starter off. All the bell housing bolts are out. The brackets are done. I've disconnected the shift linkages. I actually found out an easier way to do it. On most videos that you'll view on Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube, people will hammer out what's called a spring pin in the shift linkage. I found out a better way to do it. In my opinion, it's easier for me, so that's the way I'm doing it. In my opinion, it's easier to take a bolt out than it is to hammer something out. So what I did it opposite. So I took the shift linkage, the first shift linkage off the transmission, and then the one with the spring pin, I went straight to the shifter and unbolted it from there. Either way, it's off the car, and I can move the transmission off the engine, but I can't get it off. I've gotten all the bolts off. I've disconnected everything. So the only thing literally that's holding that thing on is oil and grease and buildup and the dowel pins on the transmission, which there's one on each side too. Dowel pins are pretty much what aligns your transmission so that you can get the bolts in there. And I'm discouraged, man. I'm seriously thinking about going back and just putting everything back together, because I would rather have the car run than for it to be out of commission for an extremely long amount of time. Even though I work 4 days a week, this is something that I need to take my time with and do properly. And 73 pounds doesn't sound like a lot of weight. It doesn't at all. But when you're working with something that's oblong that you can't really get a hold of with both hands, then you're going to have to be stabilizing 73 pounds with just one hand. You pretty much got to be a bodybuilder to hold that much weight in one hand and set it on the ground. And I'm not. I kind of let go and stopped working out for the most part. I still do curls and I work my shoulders out, but that's about it. my upper body. The abs are gone. But anyways, I'm very discouraged, and I'm seriously thinking about calling it because I'm running out of time, and I'd rather have a car that runs for a while and then have to try and do it again than to not be able to have my car running. So I'm very discouraged, and I'm on the verge of stopping. So I'm gonna leave the car alone for today, and then in the morning at about 7 tomorrow, I'm gonna try and rip that thing off again, because I got all the bolts out and everything. I actually forgot a bolt, so I screwed up once again, but it was covered in oil and everything anyways. So in the morning tomorrow, I'm gonna go out there. First of all, let me say that I had my hands around that transmission like I was holding a baby, and well, let's not use that word. Like I was holding a bear, and I was grabbing that thing, and I had all my weight on it. And if I'm honest, I think that the transmission weighs more than the engine, because I was moving the whole entire assembly, the engine and the transmission, up and down, and it wasn't going nowhere. So either I missed a bolt, or that thing's caked on there. So what I'm going to try to do tomorrow morning is take a crowbar and get it in between the engine and the transmission and just hammer it for a little bit. If that doesn't separate it, I'm going to call it and go back and put everything back together, and to just stick with the transmission clutch that I've got right now. So I'm going to end this video. Please like the video, subscribe. I hope you enjoy everything that I post, and go ahead and share it with your friends, please. Thanks for viewing. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and check out my sexy pink chair.